Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to some more World of Tanks, where today we are going to be watching Białowieża in the TVP T50/51. The tier 10 Czech medium tank, of course, most famous for its really good burst damage. But before we get to it, head down below, like and subscribe, just out a lot. So yes, let's get right into it. So we are, Zodra over here is playing on the new map. What is it even called? Safe Haven, of course. I just keep on forgetting the name of this map for some reason, as an LTTB is really brave over here, goes in straight away, but actually luckily for the LTTB, the first shot is actually auto-aimed and actually bounces off the LTTB, whereas the second shot just absolutely misses him. So not really the best of shooting over there, and kind of luckily for Biao over here, the LTTB is going to be taken out by the SU-130 PM. Now, it definitely would have been a different kind of story, I guess, if the LTTB would have just gone off somewhere, I guess, and still been alive, and had the chance of spotting tanks, shooting tanks whilst not getting spotted or all of that stuff. But luckily the SU-130 PM takes him out, so he isn't a threat anymore. And now Zodra can over here focus on the kind of middle bunker part of this map, where there is an Object 268 version 4 trying to attack the friendly Object 257, but the Object 268 version 4 makes a huge mistake over there, gets the side, gives up the side to the TVP, and the TVP just absolutely shreds him in a matter of seconds. And this is what this tank is, at best at. It might have less kind of clip potential than, let's say, like a Batchat 25T, or something like a T57 Heavy, which is probably the best kind of burst heavy tank. But of course, this being a medium tank, it's just so much faster, better view range, and the gun is just it just feels a lot more kind of usable at high at long distances, and of course this being a medium tank doesn't have the most amount of armor, so you shouldn't really rely on it. But of course, the T57 Heavy, you don't really rely on your armor in that tank either, because it's not really the best. Against tier 8s, yes, but against tier 10s, you're probably not going to bounce, especially if they're firing APCR, heat, gold rounds. But talking about matchmaking, tier 6, tier 6, that would have been quite OP, wasn't it? But tier 8 matchmaking over here. So of course we saw by the LTTB at the start, but this is just makes every single tier 10 perform even better. Some tier 10s just get so much better in a tier 8 matchmaker, because you just have more armor, you can take those extra couple shots, you can sometimes you can bounce stuff, you can just go for it, and hope that being that tier 10 will make the difference even. Can't get my words out. And just do that extra damage, as we can see the TVP going just absolutely ballistic on that TNH TVZ51, the tier, and the new kind of tier 9 Czech heavy tank, I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? And this having quite a small clip potential, small shells that actually just have a really good clip reload time as well. So you definitely aren't out of the action for long. You quickly reload and then get stuck right back in. And as we can see, that Centurion 71 isn't going to like this. 1, 2, 3, and he's really unlucky over there. A slight low roll on the first shell means that the Centurion 71 actually does stay alive, and that's probably the last thing you want when you are 4 tanks down. You might be equal on hit points, but that extra gun, doing that extra 390 alpha you know, getting hit by it, by that Centurion 7-1. That is just, it could change a game, but hopefully it's not going to do anything for Biao over here, as that Kranvang, not really sure what he's doing over there. Maybe didn't realise that the TVP was here, maybe thought that he ran away. That probably would have been the right choice, as now the Progetto 65 is chasing him, the TNH is shooting him as well. What is Biao going to do in this sort of situation? He is going to reload and, you know, hopefully, you know, keep all of these hit points that he has stored up for this, you know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the game now. And, you know, you really need those hit points at these kind of, you know, situations where you are a couple of tanks down, you know, 1,200 hit points down, now 1,000. Your tank destroyers at the back over here. You need to get them shooting, need to get them working, you know, hopefully protect your artillery. But I guess we're going to see what the TVP is going to do over here. Still has 1,600 hit points. Must be boosting the hit points. Actually, no, 1,800 is the standard. It just kind of, I don't know, it kind of seemed a bit weird, but the 1,800 is the standard hit points of this tank. But, you know, up to 6,500 damage and 2 kills. Not really picking up that many kills per, you know, damage done. But that's kind of not what you really need to do sometimes. You know, Biao over here has kind of chipped down quite a lot of tanks down. Now what he needs to do is just to secure the kills, or hope that his tank destroyers and other remaining allies are going to help him in, you know, putting in that extra 1 or 2 shot against, you know, the low health tanks. As Biao over here goes out and puts in 3 quick shots into the Progetto 65. That's just what this tank does best. You know, that Progetto 65, I'm pretty sure it's like 2.5 seconds intra-clip reload. I'm not 100% sure, but this tank 1.5, which means that you can nearly put out 2 shots for every time that tank shoots once. And of course, if you're just a little bit faster reflexes, then you can maybe even put in 3 like Biao did over here. As the T-34 comes up over here, luckily for the TVP, gets tracked. You know that 400 damage of that. I guess we're going to see later on if that would have changed the outcome of this game. But kind of risky over there. I guess he could have waited for the Centurion 7-1 to kind of back him up from behind. But, you know, I guess took the risk. He had the hit points left, and you know, took the risk. It managed to make it work, and now he is reloading another heat magazine. Kind of quite a lot of heat magazine, but this medium tank doesn't have the best of penetration, so you know, and you are mostly going to be in tier 10 matchups, so you do kind of need that heat for most situations. As Biao over here comes out, is he going to be able to spot? He actually gets spotted by the VK over there, so must have just had a slither of his Commander Scupola sticking out to actually spot him over there. But, you know, 7,900 hit points. This hit points damage even. This is just kind of the games that you dream of, and to be able to actually still have a chance of actually winning this is really, really good. As he spots the artillery, I'm not really sure if the artillery knew that he was actually going to be going around here. Is he going to shoot him? He's right ahead. Oh, that was so close. You know, just an extra maybe meter difference over there would have meant that the artillery put a shot into the side of the TVP. But, you know, the artillery doesn't even do that much damage anymore, so that probably at most would have been 400 damage or so, which would have meant at that time that he would have been able to take at least 1 more shot from each of the remaining enemy tanks. The VK 101P, which we saw fighting in the middle of the bunker, in the middle of the map at the start of the game, and the TS5, you know, really, really well armoured tier 8 American tank destroyer. Really good DPM on that tank, kind of slow though, and against heat rounds that armour probably isn't going to work too well. I guess we're going to see when the TVP starts shooting at that tank destroyer, if it can bounce anything. And first we kind of need to see where they are. Now they both have been last spotted at around the C90 area. There's the TS5, misses his shot and doesn't pull back in time, because that is quite a slow tank destroyer, which means Biel over here picks up his 6th kill, 8,300 damage, and now it's only that VK 101p left. He has a Centurion 7-1 on his team, but I'm not really sure what he is doing over here. Biel tells him to go cap, which is a sensible kind of thing to do over here, because, you know, could get unlucky over here, get ammo-racked by the VK, maybe get set on fire. Biao over here is actually using automatic fire extinguisher, but you never know, you know, you could get set on fire twice, get ammo-racked, you know, maybe get unlucky, bounce a couple shells, give the VK enough time to reload and actually take you out. But it doesn't seem that that Centurion really knows what he's doing over here. And now it's just kind of like a case of cat and mouse around these buildings over here with the VK. Where is he gone? He is such a big, slow tank, and there he is. Now it's just a matter of putting about 2 or 3 shots in. There's 2, there's 3. Oh, actually just a critical hit over there. Gets hit and actually just damages his tracks over there, which means that Biao over here has to reload. But luckily, as I said, about 20 seconds over here, the reload of this magazine, which really isn't that bad for, you know, what this magazine can do. And a quick reload over here, you know, can take another shell in by the VK, but actually didn't get spotted because of these bushes over here, and takes about 9,000 damage, 7 kills. An absolutely brilliant game in the TVP. Let's look at the post-game stats and let's see how well they did during this battle. So unsurprisingly, an ace tank, a high caliber and a top gun for that 9,091 damage, 7 kills and 1,572 base experience. Actually made some credits, maybe because they kind of mostly penetrated most of their rounds and didn't actually get hit too many times. Had about 500-600 hit points left at the end, and it looks like they have resupplied the consumables at half price, which is a good way of making credits at tier 10. But yeah, absolutely brilliant game. But for now, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.